So there's like two major things that I wanted to cover with this recording, and the first one is I want to say that every once in a while I'm gonna leave the comment section open for all the people on my channel to leave comments. And the reason why I want to do this is because I don't want to muffle your voices. I don't want to muffle your voices. I'm not here to make it seem like, you know, your concerns or your thoughts and stuff are not valid. I'm here to help you. I feel like I'm here to help all of you. It took years for me to beat this operation. Years. It took years. I mean, I don't know how many of us come out of this okay. I don't know how many of us come out of this okay. I think that the best thing I could do for you is share information and kind of answer questions and stuff, or kind of give you some insight into what's going on around you. So for that reason, I'm going to leave comments open every once in a while, and I would just encourage people to use the comment section responsibly. And if you have something especially like if you have something that you want me to cover, and like what someone had left, you know, someone had asked me to cover the last video, the topic that I covered in the last video. They asked me to do that for them. I was very happy to do that. That's what I'm here for. And I just wanted to reemphasize the fact that this channel is for all of you. I'm okay, and now I want to make sure all of you are okay, or at least a try to help you out, to give you some sort of protection against these sadistic assholes, to do what I can do, It's in my power to do that. I'll do it for you. So I'm going to leave the comment section open on here. Anybody has like something they want, like a topic they want me to cover, please let me know. I will cover it, unless it's completely ridiculous. So with that said, it was about 2 weeks ago, someone had mentioned gang stalking, like the supernatural parts of gang stalking or something, and it was like, I'm just sure that it has nothing to do with, you know, it's just not spiritual at all. And they kind of explained their position, and I accepted that explanation, but I wanted to cover this topic nonetheless. So why do I think it's spiritual? I'm going to get into why I think it's spiritual. So there are two possibilities for this. The first one is government conspiracy, and you know, I already covered that in the last recording. But it's a major government conspiracy, not a minor one. I don't know if I emphasize the major part to that. And the reason why is because of mind reading. That's not possible as far as we know, outside of state-of-the-art tech or spirituality. So these people are in league with Satan or some sort of demonic entity, and that's why they can do it. And the second one is the government using technology to read our brain waves and translate it the same way the Neuralink, Elon Musk's Neuralink chip reads brain waves and translates them into words. So you would have to say that either these people have a league with demonic entities that are reading our thoughts, or the government, being 20 years ahead of Elon Musk with mind reading, is using radio waves or Wi-Fi signals or something like that, or frequencies, some sort of frequency, to read our brain waves wirelessly. No chip needed. Or we've been chipped. I don't know. They put a chip in us when somehow they did it and we didn't know they did it. That's possible, I guess. I should put that out there. For all I know, they put a Neuralink chip in me. I don't know. I mean, they could have done it. I mean, I'm just saying anything's possible. But the point is they can read minds. So Stephen Maddow went insane because he couldn't handle this idea, like the idea that these people are intruding in his mind. Most humans cannot psychologically handle that. So you would go crazy. So he lost his mind because that's such a major thing. It's such a violation. Most people psychologically couldn't handle being violated like that, having their mind violated, and they would lose their mind. So the reason why I say spiritual is because I talked about government conspiracy. It doesn't make sense for the government to target the civilian population when they could just get people within the military ranks to volunteer for it. So when I said why, when I kept saying the why is more important, well, someone had said, you know, I talked to one of you on my channel, and I said the why is the most important part of this, in my opinion, is the why matters far more than the how or what they're doing. What I was saying is that whatever theory you come up with, if you want to understand, if you want to like see whether it's possible or not, you have to be able to answer the why. It's not just about whether they could do it. It has to make sense for them to do it. So like, could the government do this? I don't know. I mean, if they top secret tech, we don't know. We don't know if they have top secret tech that could wirelessly read our minds. That's like, wasn't that kind of the story behind Batman Forever with the Joker? Like he was reading everybody's minds or something, and he thought he was like a god because he knew everything, because he could read everybody's mind, and he did it wirelessly through the TV or something. So that was kind of like that third Batman movie. The Joker, not the Joker, the Riddler. I don't know why I said the Joker, Riddler. So the Riddler was reading everybody's mind wirelessly and gaining all the knowledge from everybody. And he just, you know, if the government figured out a way to do that, they could target us with that. So I'm not saying they couldn't figure out a way to do that. So Neuralink, from what I understand, I don't know a lot about Neuralink, but Neuralink translates brain waves into language, like thoughts, like it would type out what you're thinking, so people can communicate, even though they can't speak, by reading brainwaves. So the government might be able to use a frequency or some sort of radio signal, and could just do it on demand. Like they could have people just like, you know, if I don't know, a ray gun or something, I don't know, not a ray gun, but you know, they could do it wirelessly. Like they aim something at you and just like read your brainwaves and point, like, who knows? I mean, who knows whether they could do that or not? So like, if they were doing that, you would have to ask yourself why they were doing that. That's why I keep saying why do that? Why choose me of all the people? So not only would they have to do that, but they'd have to get everybody on board for them to do that. And you would think that the people would just be like, we don't want the government targeting random American citizens with some sort of fucking evil technology like that. Like why didn't the people out here object to that? Why wouldn't they be afraid it would be used against them? So there's those questions.